In this video, we are going to be discussing how to find the one person, that one special person. How do you find them? How do they find you? Because in the grand scheme of things, someone needs to be found. Okay, you need to find somebody. It's a very big problem in this day and age. People are so lost in these things and do not actually even know what to look for or what they are looking for. Let's go. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Donia Duni, and on this channel we talk about everything personal development, faith and lifestyle. One person has to be found and one person has to find. One is a favor carrier. I'm not saying the other is not, but the other has to look for the favor carrier. If this video has helped you thus far, please subscribe, click the subscribe button, like, share, comment and turn on post notification buttons as you're subscribing if you enjoyed this content or any of my content. Okay, so in the grand scheme of things, someone at a certain point is doing something. The person that has to find, and the Bible has stated it there, not the one that you're saying, because there's just a lot that a lady has to ask. Well, I don't believe in that too, because I'm the one that brings favor into your life. So why then should I be begging you? Do you understand? If you need favor, you find favor. You get it. Do you understand? And Proverbs 18:22 states that specifically and clearly. There is no shadow of a doubt in that verse. So in that verse clearly states the person who needs to find and the person who needs to be found. So do with this information what you will. Yeah, I'm not so closed up on looking for the right person, but it's not just my priority right now. So that's why. But I have experiences, so to speak, when it comes to choosing and finding the right person. So the first things first, this one is off the top of my head. I know this one by heart. The first things first, choose God. Choose God. Choose with sense. Choose, like, people always ask this question. This guy is so nice. This guy fits all the boxes. It ticks all the boxes. He's the perfect person I'm looking for, but he is not a believer. He doesn't go to church. Doesn't pray to God, if this person doesn't do all these things, then how does it tick those boxes? Because for you to tick a box, you first have to, with me, and I'm good. Okay, so disclaimer, this is personal, okay? I'm going to say from my own, if it works for you, well, to God be the glory. And if it doesn't, you're going to have to watch this video till the end. Okay? So I don't know how it wants to tick all the boxes when it doesn't even know God. Because like Pastor M used to say, she would say, how would somebody, you are living like this, you're a living being, and you say you want to marry somebody because you now go to the cemetery because he's rich, he's fine, he's handsome, he has money, and you pick a dead body to marry the person. Nobody does that in their right mind. Nobody does it. But then why do you want to do it in the spiritual? Because someone who isn't a believer is spiritually dead. So why do you want to marry someone who isn't? Because in the end, by the time you have children, who does the children follow? Who do the children follow? I mean, you are going to church and your partner is maybe sleeping at home, watching TV or drinking or something. And then who do the children follow? And do not forget, children watch you, like they copy you. It's a different thing if you're saying something. It's a different thing if you're, emphasizing something. But basically, children copy you. So what do you want them to emulate? What do you want them to copy in the end? So our advice, choose God first. To the second one, your values have to be in alignment. This one comes from personal development. Okay, so as a personal development person, like I'm always saying, your values are the banes of your existence. What do you believe in? What is right for you? What is wrong for you? What may be right for me may not be utterly right for you. Okay, so I'm going to use an example. Loyalty means the world to me. You have to be loyal to me. Meanwhile, to you, loyalty, well, is good, but you're not taking it as important as maybe, let me see, punctuality. Let me just use punctuality. I'm a punctual person, don't worry. But let me just use punctuality. So it may not be as important to you as punctuality. So punctuality may be like most important to you, but it's not as important to me as loyalty. Do you understand? So that's just it. So what are your values? Do they align? Do you guys see things similarly? Do you guys see things, in the same light? Not that I'm saying that this should be done this way. I feel it should be done this way and I believe it should be done this way, and then the other person is saying B. Because in the end, the adverse effect is not going to fall on both of you, but your children. And you have to think of them in the grand scheme of things, because they did not beg you. They did not beg you to come. You're the one that went to drag them from about God in heaven. So that's something you should also consider. Your values, are they in alignment? Food for thought. The third one is vision. So I am particularly like in this a lot. Potential is there. I mean, everybody has potential. Everybody has, they can say this and they can say they want to do this, they want to do that. But how many people are actually working in it? And I'm a person of like vision, bruh. If you have to be doing something for me to, you have to do something for me to bless. You have to be doing something for me to pour my favor into. Do you understand? Because I'm a favor carrier. So you have to be doing something for me to, not that you are, spell it out. Don't, should I dwell on it more? There's no need to dwell on that more. You have to be doing something. That's just it. Make sure he's doing something. Does he have something doing? Because there is no how. I've seen, the funny thing is, yeah, I've seen these dynamics between my parents. Okay, after they got married, since me I entered the picture, that I can see. So since I entered the picture, I've seen that my father's life was better than when he was single, with the addition of my mom. I mean, he rose to the peak of his career and stuff with the addition of my mom. Okay, so you have to see somebody, and he has been doing this thing since like way before, while he was single. So my mom came into the picture, double things up, did a favor thing, and then here you have me today. Apart from himself, so many other things, so, but I should be a sample now. What do you guys think? Okay, so that's that. Person should have a vision, should have something he's tending to, so you can add your own favor into it. The fourth thing is ask questions. In looking for the right person, you will meet a lot of frogs. Princess and the frog, but you don't need to kiss a lot of frogs to meet your prince. Ask questions. That's why there are dates. Now, saying how many dates do you need to go on before you know that is the person? I don't have a specific number, but to me, if I see that, first of all, from first date, I already know if we can go on the second date, honestly speaking. Because I'm the kind of person that I'm attracted, is it demisexual, bisexual that people call it? I'm attracted to what you have here. So I like it that when it's not as if I know everything in the world, but like chipping. I like when I'm saying something like things happening, or maybe just something random, you should be able to contribute. Not that you're just keeping quiet and you don't even know what I'm talking about, or you don't even have an idea of. I'm not a tech person, but I know little things about tech. So even if someone speaks about tech, okay, I can chip in, just contribute, be reasonable, be intelligent, be articulate. Yes, I think that's the word. So I'm that kind of person. So on first date, I already know that, okay, we can likely go on second date, or we stick to first dates and it ends there. Okay, that's that. Ask questions. That's the essence of dates. Not what's your favorite color, or what's your best food, or all those ones are, by the way, well, you have to know that too, but don't dwell on that too much. They are important questions to ask. So the fifth one, health issues. Okay, so this is a very sensitive topic too when it comes to like health. Basically ask, okay, what's your genotype, what's your blood group, things like that. But blood group doesn't really that matter, because when it comes to ladies being O negative and the guy is O positive, and having children, best believe the child is going to be like O positive. So the child's positive resource factor will be combating the mother's negative resource factor, and that is like, yeah, they have injections and all that for that, but yeah, so that's not as important as knowing your genotype. Are you AA? Are you AS? Are you SS? Are you AC? Let us know if you match. That's like the first question you should ask. Not that it's when it's like 3 years or 2 years down the line, then you discover that, you are AS, your partner too is AS, or worst case SS. I'm not saying SS is worse, but like, you get my drift. And then you realize that, it cannot happen. Meanwhile, you guys are so invested in this thing, and it's like, yeah. So these are the 5 major and important things to consider when looking for a partner. So for me to be able to say this, I've been in like, I guess maybe two relationships and like one almost relationship. And my relationships were just, honestly, because I'm kind of person like, if I'm not serious about it, it's just gonna be a joke. Okay, so the relationships, well, they were good. I'm not gonna lie, all were good. But there was one particular one that, no, it's not for this video. Maybe much later, I'll just you guys about this particular relationship. That still affects me till today. If I do say so myself, I'm not going to lie. Seriously, I'm not here to cap for you guys. That relationship story is not for now. Don't worry, you guys will hear about it much later. So but the remaining two, my actual relationships, I mean, the last one was even like, I regret the last one. I'm not going to lie. Apologies to you. Not that, yeah. The last one was like, I have to, me, when looking for a partner, yeah, one other thing I'm going to chip in, it may not be a point, but like, I have to look for someone I can submit to. Okay, knowing my personality, knowing my kind of person, being able to bring that under submission, I believe is power. Knowing that, minus even my personality, I'm a lady, I'm a favor carrier, but then a favor carrier, a version 2.0, a better creation from God, now has to submit to the initial creation of God. Is a lot. So for you to pick that person that you want to submit to, you have to so many things have to be put in place. So you have to have sense. Because in the end, I'm a firm believer of submission. I mean, I'm a feminist, but not those Twitter feminists too. I mean, we can fight for equity, but I don't think men and women can ever be equal. I don't believe so, because we are created differently. There's like big difference between both of us. We are good both in our spaces, and then one is a version 2.0 of humanity. So why do you want to bring yourself down to what men? Basically, I'm going to say it like this: men are seen as the big ones that we have to compete with, because basically they say it's a man's world, because they are like the initial version of humanity. So they carry maybe little to less, abilities. Or like we women, I mean, we carry children, we multitask, we think wide, we can juggle things, we are favor carriers, we are version 2.0, because I believe no one creates another version of something that doesn't need improvement on. Okay, so why then do you want to bring yourself down to the first version of humanity that just has the basic things? So I don't believe in gender equality, but gender equity. So we can, not that secluding us, because it's human being that even caused all these things. Let's not even lie. Because in the things of nature, we are greater by far than men. Argue with your keyboard. Let me know in the comments. That's your business. We are greater by far than men. So human beings have to like add to like, okay, men, they have to also be on the grand scheme of things, and so lift them up. And then we have to start fighting for equality. I don't know why people fight. I don't see the reason behind it, honestly speaking. At work, men do this. Well, maybe because it has not outrightly happened to me directly. Well, I won't say that too, because even in my family, it runs there. I mean, extended family. He's a man, you have to, okay, you are a man, what can you do? You are a man, what can you do? Provide, protect, and what's the third thing? I've forgotten. But you're a man, what can you do? Okay, you can do those three. Can you carry children? Can you feed children? Do you understand? So like, you only contribute like how many minutes? Maybe 2 seconds. Just kidding. But seriously, like, honestly, so there's no need to compete, there's no need to compare, there is no need to fight for we being on equal pedestals, because we can never be equal. We can never be, ever, we can never be equal with men. Ladies, we can never be. So I don't know why you are fighting for that, but you can fight for equity. Yeah, you can fight for gender equity. You deserve this thing, I deserve it too. That is gender equity. Not only you deserving of this, but I do this too, and I deserve this too. Since we are doing the same thing and we are not getting equal rewards, why should that be? That's what we should be fighting for. Not we are better than men, we are Keep that. It's people that don't know what they carry that fight on social media like as if their life is dependent on feminism, that type of feminism. So yeah, I think that's just my 2 cents on that, honestly. I hope it made sense. Because yeah, it's just that for me. So I carry myself with such grace that even before you approach me, you reason twice. Like, I can't just be nothing or ordinary and approach this lady. Like, she's got what she's going on, she's got what she's doing. And yeah. So what then happens now when this person ticks all these boxes, but you guys don't still work out? Like, okay, so this person is a believer, is a child of God, this person got his visions in line, this person has his health issues in check, this person is core values are in alignment with mine. This person, asking the person questions, I mean, resonate, we can start up a conversation, it doesn't make my brain cells die, you know, it doesn't make my brain cells undergo apoptosis and so many things. And then, but we don't still work out. Now, what are the things that you see that is not making you work out? Communicate it to each other. Talk to your partner. What can we do to make ourselves work out? Because in the end, it's actually dependent on the both of you, not only one person. Honestly, you can only do your best from your side, but your partner also has to contribute, or the person you are also, looking into also has to. And men, before we go into that, men, if you are find way. I'm not a man, but I have a lot of guys as friends, and I see what they're looking for in women. Apart from our future looks bright, our past was a glorious one. You guys get what I'm saying? Apart from that, they're looking for women that are homely, women that have wisdom, women that can carry them. When I mean carry, I'm not meaning it literally, but like I said, men are 1.0, you are 2.0. So they are looking for women that can, get my drift now. What else are they looking for again? Women that have something to bring to the table. Not that I say you are the table. Yes, you are. See, women, you're bringing a lot. You're going to birth children. You're going to all of that. You're not the one doing it alone, honestly, because the man too has his own contribution there. But then, actually, what are you bringing to the table? See that you're just lazing around the house. You're just collecting monthly allowance. You don't have a job doing. You don't have nothing to do. You don't have nothing to contribute. They're also looking at that. So that's what I can remember off the top of my head that men are also like looking for, because they are defined as ladies are the ones to be found. Okay, so ladies too, even if they find you, make sure that you are somebody that wants to be found. Put that one there too, because you may be looking like someone that doesn't want to be found, and then they come out, well, they can't even find yourself. So that's even out of the story. So back to what I was saying, what if all of this and ticks the box and then it don't just work out? So you discuss it. How strong is that issue or that situation that isn't making you guys work out? You discuss it, and if you see that it's not still working, then maybe you should just part ways. Just let it go, because if you decide to continue with that into marriage, I've never been married before, but the way I see marriage, I mean, I saw my parents and other couples, that have also like lived with. So if you say you want to continue with that into marriage, that marriage may not, it's not a curse, so that marriage may not stay long, because marriage is more than what we see it. I'm not scared of marriage. In fact, I love to be married. So if that, but then what happens if they don't tick the box? See, I've already said at the beginning, if they don't tick the one major box, which is being a child of God, because basically being a Christian automates you to having a good marriage. Honestly, if you're a good Christian, like the examples that PM will always make, or PK will always make, like when you're a good Christian, you serve in the church of God, serving God's people. In marriage, I don't think you'll be doing like they will say, you are serving each other too. You are actually serving each other. You are serving your children. Hey, because those children, they don't know anything. So basically, indirectly, you are serving your children. Husband serving children, wife serving children. You're serving your husband serving wife. So you like serve. Basically, your life is a life of service. In marriage, you are actually serving people. I mean, when your family, so to speak. So you're actually serving. I was still telling my brother today, like, you that are in protocol people will say, don't sit down here. Come, this is your seat. But then you sit down there, say you want to sit down. As a protocol person in church, you don't slap the person, you don't hit the person, you don't change it for the person. You smile. You will shine your teeth. Not because when they that's just it. Or take for example, me in social media, I have to start begging people to come and do content. It's not as if I'm forcing them. I will, on the normal outside, I will beg you. You beg now. But in church, you will beg them because you see you are serving people. And that's the thing as a very good Christian. As a good Christian, there's not even like very good Christian. As a good Christian, you serve people. So if you can serve people in the house of God, if I can serve people in church, why then you see that your marriage is beautiful? Galatians 5:22, the fruit of the Spirit. As a Christian, if you have the fruit of the Spirit, your marriage by the grace of God is 80% beautiful. If you have the fruit of the Spirit, all of them, I mean, is beautiful. Because what deadens marriage is things of the flesh. Because marriage is from God, it is of God, and it is by God for us human beings. So you have to do it God's way, not your own way, or the Western way, or the Eastern way, or the African way, or the traditional way, or the cultural way, but God's way. That is the only way you can do relationships leading to marriage, and you can also do marriage. So relationship prerequisite to marriage. I hope I'll be able to touch a thing or two. And if you have any other question you want me to answer, or any other discussion you want me to bring up, do let me know in the comment section. So see you guys in the next video. I hope this video helps you find that person. And if you need more insights, I mean, you can watch Pastor Mildred Kingsley Okonkwo's videos, or Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo's videos, or Donia Denise videos. Because to the best of my ability, I have wisdom of my own. Because I don't have to kiss all the frogs to find my prince. Some people meet, like, let me just say, I'm a typical example of meeting all the sons of Pharaoh before finding Joseph. So like, it's just so, to the best of my ability, I should say I have experience on my own. That's just be thinking two relationships. No, I've also had like situationships, so to speak. So yeah, that's it. So that brings me to the end of this video. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for staying till the end. See you guys on the next one. Bye guys.